Oh, hello. My name is Tom.
And I'm Heather.
And you're sitting at the couples table.
The Couples Table is a live stream podcast here on this channel. Join us for better or worse.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
As long as we both shall stream. That was very much the oh, hello, I didn't see you there thing. But it was, I didn't see you there. I was distracted.
Hello, everybody. Rob, sup, Art at Bookshelf Odyssey. I saw that you are getting a cup of coffee and a slice of strawberry pie. We're doing it all wrong.
Yes.
We're doing it all wrong. Hello, Obs, Simply Obs in the house, Mr. Camera Junkie, Richard, Sarkeesian, Morty, Jared, Monson Media. My dad is also texting me from Seattle. Sorry if you can hear that. Peter, TC, Melanie, Curiosity Network Podcast, Andrew Moon, Hot Dang Show.
Hot dang.
This is a topic that I would love to talk about. Awesome. Sorry, I don't know how to turn off my notifications. Hold on, how do I do this? Ba-doom.
There we go.
Okay.
Focus. You didn't click.
Oh,
the
I didn't
button.
click. Sorry.
There we go.
I have done this before. I promise. Roger,
Nothing like a group text.
Hello, Roger. I feel like we haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. J Poetics. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Robert, we are interrupting this vacation in Denmark to listen to the couples table. Wow. We'll enjoy your vacation.
You Denmarked your calendar.
Hey, Gil. What's up? Hey, Ken. Hello from Norway. Okay, why don't you attempt that right there?
Hello from Norway.
Hello from Norway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Call me Cubby. The Real Pell Room. Hello. Hot Tub Lady. Patrick Boberg. Bump Heather's audio up 15 to 20. You know what it is?
There we go.
Oh, you could do that?
I can do that right over here.
Course,
The magic of the Focusrite.
David Hunt. Hi, haven't seen you in a while. Drew is in the house. Derek. Hi, guys. Congratulations on the 100K, Tom. Bill
Thank you.
V. Hello. Hey, Bill V. Oh, my gosh. Bill V. 2016 subscriber here. I haven't seen you
I feel like I
in
remember
a
Bill.
while.
I remember the picture.
Let's see. Hello. Impressive Tony. Woohoo. My first live show. I've been spending the last few days powering through past episodes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Days, and you're still with us.
Karinchin. Hello from Germany. Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
All right.
Good to see you all. So
today we have a topic that we're going to dive in first. And then after that, we have something super exciting. We need to do it later just in case it causes technical problems, which there's a 95% chance it will. But a few months ago, we were at B&H Photo. We did an episode from there. And B&H has been kind enough to let me be part of their loaner program, which, unlike being a loaner in middle school, is actually a cool thing to be a part of. Which basically means...
what does it mean, Tom?
You can borrow equipment. Not have, but borrow for like a month or so at a time. And there's no obligation to like make videos on my part. It's really great. It's a great middle ground between like okay, I need to buy a thing to review, but I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on something that I don't necessarily need. And, trying to do a sponsored thing or, get something for free because it's like perfect. It's no cost to me. There's no obligation to me, but there's also no bias from the manufacturer or anything. It's perfect. So I love that. One of the things I've been using is this Sennheiser MKH50 for a long time, since the end of last year. This is my favorite overhead microphone. It's amazing. I can't imagine ever switching from it, he says, till today, because it's just so good. I love this microphone very, very much. It's not a cheap microphone. But another very popular one to this is the Sennheiser MKH 416. Which is like the bigger shotgun version. The 416 is more popular for YouTube. I personally think this is better for YouTube stuff, which is why I got it. But I wanted to be sure, so I asked Morty if I could borrow the 416. He said yes, that's what's in this box. But then Morty also said, hey, we were just talking with a bunch of industry people about one microphone that's really, really popular and really common and, pros use it all the time, and I don't think you have it.
I hope you
Would you like me to throw it in the box with the other one? And I said, sure. No pun intended. So I don't know what it is, and it's in there, and we're going to check that out.
And I'm going to make him close his eyes while I said, yeah. So here's the
I don't even know what it is.
We're going to set it up together because I might need some help, and I don't want him to see it. So...
Oh, I'm not going to see the microphone first?
No, I don't think. I think you should. The first
impression...
impression...
I will have no idea what it is.
I know. The first impression should be just listening.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's how we were doing it.
Sure,
that's actually a cool way to do it. Okay. All right.
I come up with a good
Anyway, before we do all that, We're gonna dive into today's topic because that's what you're probably here for.
Hi, Dan from the Netherlands. Joe, Dr. Energy, good afternoon from the capital of Canada, Ottawa. First time able to be here live. Hello. I feel like there's a couple of first time
That's
people
great.
here. It's
Yeah.
good to see you all. Hi, Josh Scott. Good to see you. Zen ASMR is here. Nice. Okay, cool. I would describe, but I'm not sure common. Okay.
We'll
okay,
see.
so let's get into the topic. Why'd we pick when you want to quit YouTube?
You're right. ...
Yeah.
Ellipses.
I feel like this is my idea.
It was your idea. Well, it was your spin on like a thing that we've been talking about. Because we've been talking about, it's been a very interesting, let's say the last month especially, has been very interesting, just our feelings about YouTube. And
let's paint the picture of where we were mentally, because surprisingly I felt like we were on the same wavelength, which usually doesn't happen. Usually Tom's like firing on all cylinders and I'm just like, I don't even know what to do. And then I'm like live streaming 3 times a week, uploading every day, and then he's like just, chugging along. So surprisingly I felt like we're kind of on the same wavelength.
Yeah. And so what I was feeling, I don't know what you were feeling. For me, what it was like the negativity, stress, overwhelming of just being online was becoming overwhelming for a bunch of different reasons. And that has been happening for the past couple of months. We've talked about it on here. That's not anything new. And it was really frustrating. And I don't know, how are you feeling? Because
I was actually feeling pretty good. I feel like I talk about my journey on this show a lot, and I felt like I made great strides, like a lot of progress, and I'm feeling pretty good about whenever I refer to my channel, I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about my tutorial channel, because that's the brand one. Like, that's the one I anticipate.
When you're working on,
like my business is built off of this one. This is, I don't know how
it's the personal channel.
Yeah, this is my vlog channel. So I'm actually feeling pretty good with it. The last piece that I needed to work on, which I don't think I could have come to realize until you started, just because of everything that was happening with the 100K, I felt like you were talking about your journey so much. And you kept saying that there was one point in your YouTube creator journey where you were like, I'm not going to upload on a set day. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to upload when I upload. It did turn out to be still once a week.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to copy Tom. So I'm going to do every Thursday at 5:15 a.m. And I just I was like, I'm going to, do the whole savings account thing. And I'm going to have 3 videos scheduled. So if I miss a week, it's fine. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to upload when I upload. And it's
lesson learned. She tried to be like me for like 2 weeks and went crazy.
Our minds work differently. That's what I mean. Okay. So when I came to realize that, I actually felt very at peace and ready to go. So I felt pretty good. But 2 episodes ago, we were talking about how words can hurt.
Yes.
And sometimes there's
just why it's hard to ignore the negativity and that kind of stuff.
And I felt like, I don't know, from my outside looking in perspective of someone who isn't you, I felt like every day there was starting to be, how would I describe it? It kind of felt like it was such a trek to open your laptop.
Yes.
You almost had to brace yourself. I imagine a diver, having to do the breathing exercises before
yes.
they know they're gonna dive, and then when you dive, you're gonna
extra oxygen.
You're gonna have to. You have to be prepared, and it's very taxing when you're scuba diving or whatever, and then you come back up for breath, and I felt like it was that, and Tom works on his laptop a lot. So it was very evident on the laptop, because as soon as you open your laptop, your whole demeanor would change. Not in a bad way, but just in a
defensive way.
Yeah, and what's hard as I get it as a content creator. As your wife, it's hard to watch because I can't do anything. I'm not going to tell you don't answer your comments. Of course, and there's only so much that I could do, and of course, I don't know. With YouTube, it's just so personal. So there's only. It's got to come from within, right? So, I don't know. I felt like in the past month, I was watching it become very, very overwhelming, seeing you try to deal with it, seeing you trying your hardest to compartmentalize, or maybe like, you have your like check comments every for 10 minutes, and then you were trying all these things to make it more, I don't know, easier to manage. And I'm not sure if it was like working. It would kind of work for like a day or two, and then it was just like kind of back to
parts would work and parts wouldn't. And the thing that got taxing was I was like, okay, YouTube comments, I'll box that into 10 minutes a day. That was actually great. The problem was everything started overflowing to everything else. So it was
right,
even when I was like checking my semi-personal like work email, which not that it's a personal email, but it's not one that's like listed on my social medias or anything. Even when I would check that one to like reply to someone about something like work related, there would be more of this like in there, or there it was no escape. Even on I told you, like, even just reading like subreddits at night before bed to turn my brain off is like, here's someone who hates me that I didn't even try to find this, like it just popped up in my feed.
Oh, I can't imagine
like that. And like that got very overwhelming and hard to deal with.
Yeah. Plus it's like your first time.
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
That's another thing that happens. And on top of that, feeling like I needed to be tech support for a bunch of stuff. And, I've tried stuff. I put disclaimers on my website, like I'm not tech support. I can't answer tech support questions. But when someone, takes the time to send an email going like, I'm really struggling to, connect my Rodecaster in this way. What do I do? It's like, it's really hard, especially if I know the answer, to not answer that and to not want to help them. So that's positive. It's a positive interaction with someone, but it's still putting on
volume.
Yeah, the volume of it was
if
intense.
you get one of those, it's fine. 5 of those even, it's fine. But you're getting like
it's a
get
lot
in line
a day.
Yeah. So that's where you were feeling, even though, and of course, like, we're married, so we share in each other's successes and, I don't want to say failures, but learning moments and like the tough moments, of course. And so even though 100K was on the horizon, it was still like, I don't know, oof, like that. That's the best way I can describe it. Like,
yeah, the negativity was overshadowing like the fun of this upcoming milestone. And I was actually worried to the point where I was like, if the channel hits this milestone, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to enjoy it, because like I'm too focused on all this other terrible stuff. And fortunately, that's not what happened at all, which is just awesome. So, well, I'm trying to paint this picture and talk about this part of it before we move on to the next part. So is there anything else we want to say about this part of things?
Let's see what I said. I think the other thing that made me want to think of it is that thread that we saw. Like, oh, I wish brands knew. Oh. Don't roll your eyes. He rolled his eyes and he fell off his chair.
Sorry. No, there's a thing I've been reading, or not reading. There's a thing I've been feeling lately, and it's almost like Twitter is just becoming LinkedIn, which I'm not a huge LinkedIn guy, but like the few times I like poke in and stuff, there's people who are just making their work connections, but there's some people who are just like, I'm dropping knowledge about my industry, like brand specialist extraordinaire extreme. Like, here's a whole thread of pure gold knowledge that I'm dropping here.
Everyone knows that this thing can do,
Yeah. As a recruiter, I deal with this all day. And it's just
here
like,
are 11 tips to help you make the most out of blah, blah, blah.
I find it kind of insufferable.
Raphael said, hits 100K, instantly quits YouTube.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. But that's fine, because I figure like that's kind of what LinkedIn is for. And I've been realizing like a lot of the stuff that just pops up in my Twitter is sort of the same thing. It has the same tone. It's a hot take that no one asked for. It's like someone asserting their dominance over some brand, or showing off that they're like owning this brand who just asked them if they want to do a review or something. And it's like, here's me telling this person to F off because like they wanted me to do a review for free and stuff. And it's like, yeah, no, you shouldn't work for them for free if in this situation, but like you don't have to like publicly shame them and it was sort of this thing that was, I don't even think there's necessarily anything wrong with it, because these are things that you deal with as a YouTube creator as things grow and you start working with brands or start getting contacted by brands, whether or not you even work with them. It's something that comes on your radar, and so talking about it, talking to others about it, it's actually a really important thing to do. But what what was sticking with me was I've been noticing kind of a discussion, and I don't really know how to frame it, but it is a lot of like, I know you took notes, so I'm trying to find it here. It's a lot of like,
I forgot what they were referring to.
it will
but
be
it was like,
what I'll see. I won't give any specific examples, but I will give a generic example that happens on a daily basis. It would be somebody, maybe let's call it an established creator, somebody who works with brands, those kind of stuff, might post something like, brands need to understand blank, or I no longer work with brands that do XYZ, or something like that. They'll make a statement. There's nothing wrong with that. And then it will generate a discussion, but the discussion isn't necessarily a productive discussion about like, like if a brand wants to work with a creator, they should really do this over here instead. It's more just kind of like
anti-brands. Like, gosh, brands don't understand.
It's anti-brands, but it's not anti-work. It's like anti-brands from people who want to work with brands. So it's this confusing thing. And it inevitably goes into a ton of people who go like,
probably people who want to work with brands and haven't yet.
Well, it inevitably turns into a lot of people who say things like, I'm thinking of starting out, but this stuff makes me so uncertain because I could never do it full time. And, like my goal is to go full time, but if brands do this, I can't. And I can't help but think you have already failed.
Yeah. Like oh my God. Like if that's the thing that's going to stop you, forget it, man. Like,
well, it's just like I can't imagine the confusing, insane pressure of like clicking create account on a YouTube channel with the intention of being a full-time YouTuber with having no pre-existing thing. If you're PewDiePie and you start a second channel, you can start that second channel with some expectations of how it's going to perform. But if you're just jumping in for the first time, of course your mind is going. I remember uploading my first, not my first video, but my first like vlog video, the first of the 30-day videos. And I remember thinking like, I don't care how this performs. I don't care about views. I just want to make videos. But in the back of my mind, there was the thing of like, well, what if it, like, I don't know.
I go viral?
Yeah. What if this is like a thing, which of course did not happen. And I knew it wouldn't happen, but I think anytime somebody, especially if you're starting out, you're uploading something to YouTube, you might have that idea of like, I know it's not likely that this is going to go crazy right away, but it's not impossible. It's like buying a lottery ticket. Like, I'm probably not going to win, but somebody's got to win. And so I think that that's okay. So I guess I'm saying that to point out that I think it's okay to have those thoughts, but to dive into it like banking on those thoughts is scary to me.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that it's, I if you know me, I'm the creator advocate that's like, you don't need the subscribers to do this full time or make, substantial. Like I will be
right
on that hill forever. So, I'm obviously saying it's possible to do this full time. We are examples, very different examples of that. But especially in the world of in the content creation world today, I really think that the differentiator to success, like the X factor, more than anything else, more than production, more than experience, more than like business savvy even, is pure enthusiasm for whatever it is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you're like I feel like if you're going into YouTube because you're enthusiastic about the thing that you're talking about, the whole brand thing isn't even a question, because all of your discussion is focused on the thing that you're talking about, whether it's puppies or video games or cameras or whatever.
And brands can come in and supplement
that's what you're focused on, and I feel like if you just focus on the thing, it's almost inevitable. I mean, we've been talking about this, a lot, but it's almost inevitable that like you're gonna build a network. You're gonna get to know your subscribers, your community. You're gonna meet the other people that are also in that niche or whatever. Just like we know a lot of you and worked with a lot of you. It's like the opportunities are just gonna come. So when someone's like, "Oh, I wish brands understood that," I'm like, oh, like you've just labeled yourself as someone a brand is not going to work
Well,
with you.
because also the thing with a brand, like we'll pick any brand. I don't pick Sony, for example, a giant brand, and so you're like, oh, I wish this brand would do this, and it's like, yeah, Sony is a multi-billion-dollar international corporation, probably has like room for improvement and stuff, but Sony as the like person who's responsible for reaching out to like creators and marketing
the, like,
stuff.
partnership person.
Yeah, like probably one person, maybe a small team of people who go to an office or maybe work from home, and like that's just their job, is just communication all day. That's still a real person who, like, when they reach out to someone and that person just fires back with like all of this vitriol or entitlement or whatever, that's not only going to hurt that relationship, but it's obviously going to affect that marketing person's perception of people within that space. And so in a way, it almost hurts in the same way that when someone does work with a brand and undervalues themselves, like, you know, maybe they should be charging several $1,000s for a sponsored video, but instead they do it for $200 or something. That hurts everyone else, because then when that brand wants to work with someone else, they're like, why are you charging 5 times what this other person charged? Like, what makes you? And it's like, no, I'm not charging more. They charge too little. This is kind of the same thing. Like, the more that people act crummy, it hurts everybody, including just putting people in a bad mood.
Okay, really quick. Jay Poetic says, I have a friend who started YouTube, grew their channel 600 subs, but then stopped due to reasons. How do I go about encouraging them to start again? So we've painted the picture.
Yeah.
So, like, what?
Well, okay. So in that case, I'm gonna. This might be a terrible analogy, but I'm gonna use the same thing to someone
He's a teacher, guys.
Well, I don't know that it's just my students, but somebody who has an addiction, right? Like, if you've known somebody who has an addiction and you want to help them get better, you can't until they want to get better.
Right.
You can tell them all the things, you can show them all the examples, you can push them, and sometimes they might like make a little bit of positive progress, but it's not until they decide that they want to do it that then real things can happen.
I feel like me and Raphael were just talking about this, about
Really?
you.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, because I was like, I was telling Raphael, I was like, remember when you were talking to Tom on the Clubhouse?
Yeah.
And he was like, I always knew, but Tom needed.
Yeah, that was about going full time.
Yes.
And I was very scared, and Raphael and Lewis and a bunch of other people were like, no, you need to dive in. And I did need to hear from people I respected that it was possible.
Yeah,
but even after that, I still needed a couple months on my own to like
come to terms, to do it your way. Yeah.
So for your friend, I mean, encouraging them, letting them know it's cool and that like you want them to do it, but then they have to decide to want to jump in and keep going.
So like, how are we? I feel like we haven't talked about the quitting part. Because we were feeling like,
well, okay,
I don't want to say frustrated, but YouTube was starting to have like a weird taste in our mouth. I feel like,
yeah,
there was
so
a little bit of a like,
I definitely had the when you're doing something like this and you're in that kind of situation, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Do I have to do this?
There's a reason why in my creator creed, the very first line is that I am a YouTube creator by choice.
Right.
No one is forcing me to do this. I can quit anytime, and if it's driving me crazy, then that, that's for you to decide. But
yeah,
I choose to do this. So everything that happens as a result is because I chose to accept these things.
And so you have to have those thoughts. And for me, it's obvious, at least personally, I was like, well, quitting isn't an option. Like, that's not on the table for me. So what do I do then? Like, how do I make this work? Because what's happening isn't working. Stopping isn't an option. So there has to be something else. And I even told you at one point where you were, I was getting real bothered by stuff. And I forget what you said, but I was like, I know this is really frustrating. And I know like we should move on to it and shouldn't pay attention to it. But I want to know how to contextualize this. Like I need to learn how to handle this stuff so that when it happens again, it doesn't derail everything. It doesn't have this effect. And like just being blind to it isn't the answer. Like I need to really learn how to do that. And I didn't know how to learn it.
Do you want to just say what we're talking about?
What do you mean?
You're talking about something specific. Do you want to just say that?
No, I don't. And it doesn't deserve any more attention.
Yeah, we're done.
But I mean, and it was a whole bunch of things with like a very crappy cherry on top. But then what happened was, because of all that negativity, one of the things I started doing was I started looking at everything that's stressing me out. So there's all this meanness and negativity over here, right? Okay. And then there's stuff over here, which isn't meanness. It's like the never-ending tech support questions and stuff like that. Okay, that's a different thing that's adding to my stress, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
The meanness got so bad that then I looked at the like tech support, we'll just call them tech support questions. And I started thinking, okay, this is stressful. Probably can't answer every one, but you know what is really cool is that somebody needs help with something. They have the whole internet to go through. And not only, it's not like they just left a YouTube comment, but they sought out like a contact page. They filled out a form. They sent a thing because for whatever reason, they wanted my help fixing this problem, or they trusted that I would be able to help them. And that is really cool. And that is something that is really, really special. And that, I think, was the start of a mind shift that really helped us to put things into more context of, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can spend all day answering every person who just like sends anything, but it is pretty cool that like that people could do that. And then we moved to the milestone, which it just so happened like
let's talk about the 100K, because I'm totally in the middle of Tom's podcast. I was listening to it. I was putting my face on before this, and I'm like halfway through the episode. But I wish everybody could listen to that episode. Like someone...
They can just search for the Enthusiasm Project wherever you get your podcasts.
No, but like because it feels weird to talk about it because I mean, how do I explain my thoughts? It's just a stupid number. It's just a number. Like, who cares, right? Like 9999 is also super important. It's whatever.
Any number can be important.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
irrelevant.
like anything. I mean, there are things that changed when you get specifically 100K, but it's not like the subscriber rate is going. Like, you're still making the same videos. Like, a lot of the things are the same.
Yep.
But. And even though it wasn't me, right? It's like not even my channel, but because, due to osmosis, I obviously share in your successes. But I felt like Saturday was magical.
Yes. So Saturday.
Like the 100K celebration live stream, which, by the way, if you joined us for the couples table 2 weeks ago, you saw Tom panic and leave because he did not want to go live on his channel. The pre-show, yeah. It was the pre-show. In Just Create More 2 weeks ago, I was like, maybe you should go live. Like, maybe you should do a live stream with your community to celebrate 100K. And he just left because he started sweating. Like, he had to go, like, put on deodorant. Yeah, he had a panic attack. He just left. That's how much he didn't want to do it. And then, 2 days later, it's a 100K live stream. And, like, I don't want to say it's because of the 100K. But it's because of the community that came together. It just so happens that was
right.
That was the occasion. But the community that was there, like it really was magical.
So yeah, I wish my brain.
That's the best way I can say it.
It was. I wish my brain didn't work this way. For me, there was something just concrete about that number that helped, but it really has nothing to do with that number. It could have been 600. It could have been 1,000. Like whatever. But what it was it's almost what Doc, I remember a while ago, Doc told me, he was like, Tom, at the start of your videos, if the video is sponsored, disclose it. If the video is not sponsored, just shut up. You don't need to do the intro where you spend 30 seconds disclaiming about like, this video is not sponsored. I bought this. Like the reason that I was doing that was to preemptively handle like negativity and criticism that people are going to bring up. This video is sponsored. And it's like, no. If the video were sponsored, I would tell you. If I don't say anything, it means it's not. And I felt kind of, like that's ambiguous. I'm not comfortable with that. And Doc was like, you're focusing your energy on people who aren't there for you. Focus your energy on the people who are here for you. Like,
yeah,
we don't need you to do a disclaimer because we're here for it. And
yeah,
that was 100% true. And like the stream on Saturday was just the concrete realization of that, where it was like, there are so many people who are just on board with it, who are just happy to be here, who are super cool, who are super kind, who are like It's all positive. Why spend so much energy focusing on the net? You can't ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist. But what I was saying about like, I need to learn how to deal with this, it was contextualizing that and really learning that like, yes, that's there and it sucks. But at this, literally at the same moment that those people are saying those negative things and typing those negative things and that, there's somebody else who is saying a positive thing and saying a nice thing and type like
watching your videos,
right,
like
recommending
making a
it to
surprise
somebody.
100K message. And
Yeah,
like
literally at
sending
that
it to
point we had like
somebody.
40 people taking the time to record a message, and Lewis was there editing it all together and going through raw footage and equalizing audio levels and like why should somebody who doesn't even want to be a part of this party have more power than the people who are at the party?
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't. And for me, that realization could have happened at any time. And I think that's the important takeaway is wherever you're at, you can have that realization. If you have 35 subscribers, you're like, that's 35 people who are on board here. I am going to focus on them and not focus on the people who aren't there or don't want to be there.
But I think specifically with that stream, it was such a timely wake-up call. Because we know this. Like, obviously, we met on YouTube. We know the power of connection that comes from YouTube. It's nothing new. But especially with how we were both feeling in the past couple weeks, and then to just have that, like, moment of... I don't want to, like... I don't want it to be that, oh, that moment was magical because you hit 100K. Like, that's not what it was. There's a lot, like, we'll want to recognize 100K is also an achievement, but like how much fun everyone was having. You know, I was making a game. I was making activities for Tom. And of course, like, I'm a party planner. So like, you know,
yes, I know what I'm
always
do.
like audience participation or whatever, but I couldn't believe how many people were guessing your videos from years ago.
Yeah,
like,
so
you have been a supporter of this channel in a very big way. And I don't know who you are. You don't watch the couples table. I've never seen your name before, but you've had a huge impact on like my husband's livelihood.
Yeah.
And just seeing so much of that, it's like, I don't know, I guess it's, you know, say you're in school and you get a bunch of A's and all that, but then you graduate and it's like this like big, like, you kind of get a chance for everyone to recognize and reflect and all of that. That's kind of what that was. Like, all of that is still, that's there. Like, people are watching the videos. People have been subscribed for 3 years or more or less or whatever. But just to have that moment where everyone can come together and kind of celebrate, like, well, look, we're all nerds about the same thing that Tom is a nerd about.
It's not about, it wasn't like celebrate me. It was celebrating the channel, and the channel, it's my channel, it has my name on it and it has my videos on it, but that doesn't mean anything if the other people aren't there on the other side of that. And this was a cool chance for everybody to celebrate that thing, the thing that connects us. I can make something, somebody else can participate in it. And that was what was really cool. I think Peter TC is here.
Yes.
We were talking this morning, or I don't know if you read my message.
Also, Gil, thank you. Super chat.
Oh, thank you, Gil. Peter and I were talking this morning about, like, it's pretty crazy that we don't really speak the same native language. We don't live on the same continent, but we're able to, like, connect and build a friendship over that. And I was thinking that literally pretty much any other time in human history, barring the last, like, several decades, really, there probably would have not been a way for he and I to even know the other exists, much less, like, build a friendship. And that's crazy. Like, that's straight up just magic. And that was the biggest thing that the past week has reminded me of. Not necessarily taught me, but reminded me of, is the magic of the YouTube platform. And the fact that anybody can share anything with anyone at any time, for better or worse. It's amazing. And it allows for so much to happen. Like, you can make a video, someone can watch that video, not just enjoy it and tell you that they liked it or whatever, but they can learn something from it. They can take that away. They can then use it and put their own spin on it and then share that with somebody else. And like, it's this thing that just never stops, and anybody can do it for free, like for free
And
at any time.
again, this is not anything that we don't know. It's always happening.
It's something we need to be reminded of, though.
Exactly.
Because
I feel like it was just such a, I mean, I'm not even kidding. I watched the live stream probably 3 times after. Like I was, because, you know, when you're the host, you can't like be in the crowd.
Couldn't read all the comments.
So then like, I was like, I want to rewatch the whole thing and watch your face react to all these things and try to figure out all the answers like from the front, you know? And it was just so cool to see that community. And maybe it's because, you know, I don't check your comments, obviously.
You don't?
And you don't live stream very often.
Right.
So to just see, and like, also, this is the same guy that was like, I don't want to live stream and I'm going to have a panic attack because I don't want to go live on my channel. And I know a big part of that was because of kind of the negativity we're feeling, you know, as we were building up to that. But the whole, like, when I was rewatching this, I was like, this is such a special thing. Like, and I can't believe we were this close to not doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
And so that's why then when I jump into conversations where I see other people like, oh, like, Brand, it's not even worth doing this. That's what the conversation was. I remember now, the conversation I saw was people were going like, I spend, you know, 2 minutes on a TikTok video that gets 140,000 views. I spent 4 days on a YouTube video that gets 400 views or something. Why am I, you know, even though I like making the YouTube videos more, why would I not spend more time on the thing that's just easier to do? And it was people talking about that. And then other people chiming in going like, yeah, Brand should really realize the reach of these other things here. And I just kept thinking, you guys are missing so much of the point with this. If the point is to just boost numbers and I guess try to make brand deals, you're still kind of missing the point, honestly. But you're missing out on like the thing that is magical, the thing that probably encouraged you to want to even do this in the first place, however many years ago it was when you were watching someone and you thought it was cool and you thought, I want to do that too. That thing you're ignoring and missing the point of. And it's so easy. It's so easy to just get caught up in everything and then not pay attention to that or forget about that. So it's not like anyone's bad or anything for doing that. It's very easy to find yourself in that spot. But I thought it was really important to have that reminder that we were able to have last week and to do our best to not forget that as time goes on and you know, bad things will continue to happen.
Because there's always going to be haters, but it just, it wasn't like I mean, obviously thanks for all the kind messages, but I think the thing that made it so fun was that people were just a part of it. You know,
everybody was just a part of it.
It wasn't just like, it wasn't just like a, you know, it was a lot of like, Tom is amazing and he is.
As it should be.
You know, but there was also a lot of like, I just couldn't believe how many people that I had never seen before that knew the whole thing, that knew, you know, had seen so many of your videos from forever ago.
Yeah, I mean, and anyone can build that.
And that's the other thing is like, you know, how many people we got tuned in right now? We got 54 people. Okay, there's like 54 people right now watching, and there's probably like what, maybe 20 people in the comments.
She's calling you out.
No, that's not. But it's like I forget that there's also a whole segment of your audience community that wants to be there and is getting value from what you're creating, but you just don't know because they don't comment, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. Like if
not putting you on the spot,
that's totally fine. But like, I think that, you know, if you upload a video and you get 50 views and you get like 2 comments and you're just like, oh, how can I like generate comments? It could be people just, they took a lot out of it and just didn't leave a comment for whatever reason.
48 other people could have had like a huge impact from that thing, and you'll never know, but it absolutely could have happened.
But there's like a relationship building there. that
Yes.
is hard. It's not, I don't know. It's easy to
It's so easy to
overlook.
forget or to not
Yeah.
value in a way. And yeah, it's
It's
hard.
And I think the exciting thing is that, I can't even imagine going back to Tom 5 years ago and be like, okay, Tom, you're going to make a YouTube channel and this is going to become your full-time job. If that were the case, would you have created a YouTube channel about video and audio?
If that were the case, every move would have been
different,
covered in so much anxiety, just dripping with uncertainty and fear, and it just wouldn't have been the motivation. It wouldn't have been the right motivation to get started versus like, I want to do this because I'm excited about a thing. And in my case, making videos is fun. I know for some people, like the production side of things is a hurdle to overcome so they can share the thing they're excited about. But in my case, it's like, I love that part of it. I love the filming and the setting up and the tinkering and the editing and all that. So this is a chance to get to do more of that. And it doesn't have to go anywhere because I can just do that. And then through the magic of just insanity, it went somewhere, which is crazy and very cool.
So I guess like, okay, let's turn, go full circle, whatever the expression is. Cause it's like, when you want to quit YouTube. So like, what was the message that cause basically this was a, dining table, kitchen, get ready for bed conversation that spanned multiple days. And I was like, I want to remember this. So when we're feeling frustrated with YouTube, because here's the thing, it's it's an ongoing journey. Like it's not like you crossed a finish line. We are still going, right? And there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be another thing to work on or worry about or whatever. Like that's always going to be there. But again, we're YouTube creators by choice. The thing I want to remind myself and us about when we feel like, I just, want to quit this thing. What is that?
Okay, my alternate suggestion for the title of this episode was The Magic of YouTube, but that's not, no one's going to click on that, honestly. But that is, so to me, that's what it is. So when you get to that point where you're frustrated and you want to quit, you need to really reassess what's working for you. I know you were just talking about trying to emulate my workflow and it didn't work for you. And
I mean, there were parts
I think
that
it was
did.
Melanie in the comments that was like, yeah, you have to figure out what works for you. Yeah, parts of it could work cool. And you should do that. And that's good. But you did have to then refine it for what works for you. And I think that's also key. Like we can say this is our experience and this is how we were feeling. And we did X, Y, and Z to feel better about it. But that's not like a prescription that's going to cure your situation. But it might offer some sort of insight that might be helpful. And so I think in at least my case, speaking only for myself, when it comes to the idea of like, why am I doing this? Do I have to do this? The thing to remember for me is the magic of YouTube. The fact that somebody who feels like an outsider or doesn't belong can create something, connect with people from all over the world. The thing I was like most excited about everyone who was in the stream on Saturday was how incredibly diverse the group was. It was like every age, every background, nationality, gender orientation, religious beliefs, like quite the hodgepodge. And I was like, that is really cool.
That would never happen if it were like people you knew in your physical
If you just had to rely on people you can encounter in your daily life, it's like...
It would not happen, especially not here.
Yeah, let's just do something else. But because of the platform, we're able to do that. And that's amazing. And you can just do that for free. And anybody can do it. Like, even if you feel like you aren't somebody who is the type of person who could do that, you actually just could. The only thing stopping you is you. It's kind of amazing. And I don't ever want to forget that. I remember being in college and I was in my junior year. And I remember being on the phone with my mom. And I had taken full-time schedules. I had even overloaded my courses a few times. I was always working at least one job on top of it.
You know what I wasn't doing in college?
At this point, by my junior year, I remember I hadn't had an actual day off in like 2 years where I didn't have to either go to work or school. So
God, the
I hadn't
dedication this man.
Well, okay, but except I was losing my mind. And I remember this phone call to my mom where I called her, and I remember thinking like, I'm just going to quit. Like, I I don't need to do this. Like, why am I doing this? I live in this really crappy apartment. I make no money. I'm exhausted all the time. Why don't I just stop being as exhausted all the time, and then I'll just feel happier because I don't have to do this. And I remember I was on the phone and I was just like really frustrated. I was like, I'm going to quit. I don't need to finish this, that. It was, I had been in school long enough where it was exhausting, but I was still far enough away from finishing where it was like, I quit now and everything's all for nothing, but maybe that's a sunk cost thing. And I should just I knew in my mind I wasn't actually going to quit.
But you just really needed to
But I needed to remind myself that I did have the power to quit if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. So it was the by choice thing. So, okay. So if I decide not to quit, I'm choosing not to quit. I'm not being forced into this. And I just needed to have an outburst of, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore, to remind myself that was actually the case, that I could quit. And then I chose not to. And I think that was very important. Like you said, your creator creed, I'm by doing this by choice. Very important thing to remember.
Yeah. Art says, connecting with people and building friendships around the world has been one of the unexpected joys I found with podcasting and YouTube.
100%.
I mean, I can't even... if I could, meet a genie and, do 3 wishes, it would totally be to, have all my online friends come over and, hang out. And not even we don't gotta go to a conference. Let's just hang out. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to Disneyland. Yeah. We're not trying to do work. Let's just I just want to be in your company and make some memories. I'm thankful I get to do that with you every day. James Watt says, nail on the head by meeting people on YouTube. I've met 2 of my most trusted camera operators through YouTube and couldn't imagine working with them without them now. Hey, India. Hello, Miro. Steve always told us we work for Apple users, not Apple. He was serious about that fact, and now it shows.
Yeah. So one of the things, the 10-minute YouTube comment thing is a good time management strategy that I found, but it doesn't allow for a lot of depth. And so one thing I've decided after just the past week is to set aside time every week. I don't know how much, but typically Thursday mornings before the couples table are a good chunk of time to do this, and dedicate to what I just was going to call community service time. And I forgot community service is a thing you do when you're in trouble with the court and stuff. Or I guess you do it for college and school. But where it's okay, I'm going to spend a little more time, set aside time to go into those tech support questions. And even if it's not all of them, but somebody asks a thing, really take the time to dive in and work to solve the problem with them. Really take the time to I don't know, whatever it might be, clean out a Discord server, or just spend time helping that community continue to grow and be special. And you need to put the time into it, and it can't be haphazard, at least for me, throughout the week, because it just feels overwhelming. So going you know what, this is the time set aside for that specifically.
Also, I was not trying to guilt trip those of you who are just watching and not commenting, I promise, because now I'm seeing a bunch of people sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I saw Leo was here, though, and I just wanted to shout him out again. Leo made this really cool, wallpaper pack. Leo Keller. I don't know if you search up Leo's stuff on Instagram, Leo Keller. Yeah, it's awesome. Here you go.
Sorry, there's another thought I had. This was right before what?
It's neat that the thing on my phone that I look at is from somebody I know that I met on, that's really cool. So it's way better than just the generic wallpaper that comes with the phone. Anyway.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That was why it was special.
Yeah, that is crazy. Sorry. Okay. So I remember this thought we had when we were going to bed, and I was this was after the stream, your 100K stream. And then I was I feel what we were doing is that pretend there's a map of your subscribers, right? Or your YouTube world, let's say. And there's this huge negative thing happening here in the corner. And of course, you are going to draw your attention to that part. But there's a whole map that's exponentially bigger of pure positivity,
right,
that is happening at the same time that you are focusing your attention on this negative, frustrating thing.
Yeah.
And we know that, but the reminder
It's so easy to forget.
was helpful. And I think like, milestones are great to do these kinds of like reminders, reflections. Going to conferences where you meet either, fellow content creators or people in your space, whatever it is that you talk about on YouTube, is also like, it's a really great reminder of like, this is why I'm choosing to do this, right?
Yes.
Because it can be like, if you like put yourself on that map where all the negativity is, it could feel like that's the whole world, but there's this whole other thing here. And I feel like we just really needed that reminder.
Yeah. Well, the analogy used was, it was like, there's a party in this house over here and everyone's invited. And so instead of hanging out with everyone who's having a fun time at the party, you're like focusing on the people who are outside going like, that party sucks. Those people are stupid for going to that party. It's like, they could be there if they wanted to and they're choosing not to, but
they're
like
just saying the party sucks.
Why?
Meanwhile, everyone who's cool is in the party. So why am I going?
They could be there too. So why even like, it's like, okay, cool. It sucks. And I remember the thing we talked about too is I was saying, I remember in high school hanging out with, like whatever, like the kids who would be over here, like, oh, this pep rally's stupid. Like sports are stupid. This is stupid. And then kind of like, I remember specifically being like, it really looks like they're having a lot of fun and we're not having any fun. Like, why do this? And I remember the change of like, not that I ever like dove in and became like super pop, but the change of like, actually it's okay to just participate in stuff and have fun with it. Even if it's cheesy, even if it's dumb or whatever, like it's fun. And that's way better than just saying how stupid it is. Like not being too cool for school, literally in that case, was like quite an eye opener. And I remember times being in those dumb things, and like literally looking back at the other people who are physically over there, just like, like the very stereotypical leaning against the wall, just like, this is stupid. It's like, why are you doing that? You don't have to do that. Like nobody's forcing you to be over there. You're not having more fun than we're having over here. Why do it? And I don't know why, but the point is you don't have to do that.
Yeah. Like you could just go to the party.
You could. Yeah.
It's your
or start
party.
your own if you
like
need to.
Your YouTube channel is the party.
Yeah.
Like it is the party that you planned. And everyone who's at your party voluntarily chooses to be there.
Right. Nobody has to be there.
Okay. If they don't like it, they could leave. No need to announce your exit, but
yeah, this is not an airport. You need to announce your departure.
You, as the host of your channel, do not need to leave your own party to go handle those people, bro. Like,
yeah, I think that's the important thing.
There are people who want to be there, and you should be a host to them.
And remembering that helps you have the energy and the stick-to-itiveness to get through all the other stuff to keep doing it. In a lot of ways.
Yeah, it really does. Like. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't want to let India down. Are you kidding?
Okay, here, let's scroll through the chat. Hello.
And then we have our special event over here. Oh,
shoot. Why don't you explain that for everyone who just...
Well, let's catch up with comments.
Okay.
Chip said, look to others for creators for inspiration, not imitation. Yes, for sure. There's just a lot of good little gems in the chat here.
Drew says, it scares me how in tune, positive and negative we all seem to be. Prime example is a video I have coming out about how I needed to reassess some things.
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny. I totally remember when teaching, you could just feel like...
There must be a wavelength. Like, we're all the same wavelength, and it kind of just,
really
it
is
ebbs
something.
and flows. Yeah.
Because I remember times where I'd feel something, and I'd be like, you know what?
Impressive Tony. I am feeling that right now.
This class needs this kind of thing right now. And I would do like a project or an event. Everyone would just be amped and psyched. And I would think, that was a huge success. I'll do that again next year. And next year it'd fall completely flat. And I'm like, it's the same thing, but the vibe is different. I don't know, but we can...
Doc says, try going in a pool and not moving your arms and legs because it works for you. Some things are removable. I think what's important too for those of us that schedule up all of our time is to also schedule downtime.
Downtime is very important.
Right here, everybody take note.
You need that time. You need time to do nothing, time to just hang out, time to consume empty calorie content of just like...
I've mentioned it many times, but in my calendar, there's just 10 days of PMDD. I'm no meetings, no pressure to create content. I can't. So that's what it is.
It is what it is.
Dude, we need to have salad. Every time you mention it, I start drooling because I want a salad.
Yes, those were delicious.
I want to hang out in Disney. Can we please make it happen? Okay, Melanie, let's do this. Look, Chris says JCM Disney. Let's. Can we do this?
Dude, we can't even afford to go to Disney on our own. Like, it's not that I wouldn't love to go to Disneyland or World with everyone here. It's just that Disney is prohibitively expensive.
Really? Right now?
Yes, and then you need to pay for different passes for different rides.
You know who would know?
And the quality of the rides is bad.
Disney Vlog. We need to hit him up.
I'm very disappointed in Disney at the moment, but I love Disneyland.
Well, I think we should go to Disney. When I think of quitting, I give it 24 hours. 90% of the time, I get grounded. Sometimes it takes 48 hours.
Taking a breather is super smart.
Everything. You need to give everything 24 hours. Do not respond to emails or just make any decisions. Like, always sleep on it.
Except going to the bathroom. Don't wait 24 hours to make sure.
Having no job is another reason I kept doing YouTube videos. JCM Disneyland Day. So down for the SoCal locals. Okay, we're gonna make this happen.
I would love to find ways to make it out. Oh, I got the gurgs. I'm hungry.
You heard it here first, people. Tom's.
Oh, now we're talking about the Procaster. This microphone right here. That was today's video.
Heather sounded great on the Roadcaster. It's like drawing a black dot on a white sheet. Yes, that is a perfect analogy.
Yeah, and you can't help though be like.
Yeah, it's like.
I noticed that. What is that?
So happy to hear that. Glad you like the wallpapers. David says the connections that have been made on YouTube are so important. The community makes it worth it.
Yes.
I'll DJ this party. Let's go. Miro, you love what you get from those who watch you. You should see it from our side. My gear matches many of the things you have highlighted across the years.
That's so cool. It's cool that a bunch of us can go into each other's setups and like know how stuff works.
I remember, so I used to work at a WeWork, like in a WeWork, not for WeWork, which is a co-working space. And I remember there was someone there who loved my YouTube channel. Actually found me on YouTube, and then we like just ended up at the same WeWork.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, I remember he was like, "Are you Heather Just Create?"
That is my legal name. Yes.
Anyway, we became friends, and because this is just part of the journey. It was one of my moments where I was feeling low and feeling frustrated and just feeling like, oh, I don't know. And he was like, "You need to sit down and watch me watch one of your videos, because I don't think," he told me, "I don't think you realize how much joy it brings me to watch one of your videos." And that was when I was vlogging at the time. So like, especially for your videos, which are, very informational and helpful and productive, like people are making creative decisions based on,
it's cool,
very practical information. It was like a very weird experience, because obviously I've seen all my videos at least like 5-10 times by the time they go out, because you're editing it so much. But to see somebody else like watch my videos, and I've actually had a YouTube video of mine play in a movie theater, which was super cool. I brought people to tears. It was my progress party video. It's a really good one.
It's pretty fun.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when you said that, the first time I ever went to a thing where people were doing YouTube stuff, and because you said, "Is it Heather? Are you just Heather Just Create?" I remember it was literally like the Spider-Man moment where I was like, "Are we using our real names, or like, hi, I'm the Enthusiasm Project? Like, what do we call ourselves?" It was so confusing.
Are you Heather Just Create? Textural, what do you think about YouTube seeming to double down on shorts?
I don't know. What do you think about that? I know this is a thing. This is the unending question. YouTube wants you to make shorts. I think it's worth experimenting with to see if you like it.
That's what my answer.
And I think if you don't like it, you shouldn't feel like, oh my God, I have to, or else I'm going to fail. I've tried it, and sometimes I like it. For the most part, it's not for me, so I don't do it. I don't know.
I think it's worth a try.
But it's worth a try to see if it clicks for you, for sure.
Open, build, repeat. How I live life too. Negativity is a drag to focus on. Good to know, but not to dwell on.
Yeah, it's like you need self-awareness, but you don't need to be
The too cool for school crowd.
obsessed with that.
Kathy knows all about the too cool
Oh
for
boy.
school crowd.
I can't even imagine.
Let's see. Mark says that viewer map extends beyond those that immediately appreciate you to thousands of people that benefit in the future. You are planting trees that give shade to others years later. Yeah. Like, I've been getting a lot of comments on older videos lately.
Yeah, well, even, I mean, this is sort of, I guess, maybe taking this in not the most, like, pure direction, but with super thanks being a thing that you can put on YouTube videos, I was like, man, in the past week, I've been getting a lot of super thanks where people can just watch a video and just click thanks. It's like a super chat, but on a pre-recorded video. And that can happen on videos from years ago. And I was like, man, it's just another way that, like, having a library of stuff benefits.
This is so something you would say.
Let the doorknob hit you. When I was a kid, I was at the height of doorknobs at one point, and I had to run everywhere I went, and I would inevitably
Not a memory I had.
I would inevitably run into every doorknob in every room I went into, to the point where my parents were like trying to find ways to attach pillows to my head.
I'm having a channel party next month that was really started by my audience.
Yes.
I'm surprised that they wanted to mark 100 live stream episodes, and I'm more like Tom like that, shy for attention.
Yeah, but it's a big deal. That was a thing too, is the stream. Heather told me this. She was like, it's not about you. It's also about people want to be part of the thing.
Yes, dude.
And it is for those people. They want to be a part of it. And I remember...
It's a weird feeling because it's you. But, like, if you think about other people you subscribe to, don't you do the refresh thing too?
Yeah, I do that. And I remember one channel I subscribed to recently passed 100,000, and they announced a few days before, like, oh, we're doing a stream this weekend. And I remember thinking, oh, I hope I'm going to be around. Yes, I'm going to be around for, like, that part so I can catch... I was excited. It was, like, Tuesday, and I was like, awesome. Saturday, I get to watch the thing.
Classes totally have personalities. I've experienced that what works for one group of students doesn't work for the next block, let alone year.
And that just expands to the real world, like the outside world.
Yeah. Create your own off-grid time, says Images by Gretchen. Yes.
I will be right back. Give me 1 second.
Disney meetup. Also, don't go away because we have like a box to open that has a mystery mic in it. So we are going to do that as soon as we catch up with the comments. Disney is crazy expensive. Rob Valls to the rescue. Never quit on a bad day. I'm going to Disneyland last week of August. Like our Disney, SoCal Disneyland? See, there it is again. That comment about scheduled downtime is exactly what I came to the conclusion of. Dude, this is another thing that frustrated me, that made me, say to hell with the stupid every Thursday at 5:15 a.m. If that works for you, obviously works for Tom, do it. You had to go run and get a Coke?
No, I needed to eat some almonds. I could feel my like blood sugar dropping.
Oh.
I was getting like sweaty and stuff. And then I was like, might as well have a Coke too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so I just have to block off PMDD time. Wonderland is great, arguably better than Disney. What is Wonderland? Is that a rave?
I wonder what it is.
That can't be a rave because
save that Disney money for our Japan trip.
Yes. I can confirm Disney is expensive. I'm still recovering from April. Nice, Mike Tom.
That's
I've decided to focus on having fun and not on the subs.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, look, you're at the other side. One of the few in this stream right now. Yeah, you're on the other side, 100K. Looking back, how much did you focus on the subs? Honestly.
A lot.
Brutal. Okay.
A lot.
Expand. What do you mean? Can I have some Coke?
See?
See?
I check multiple times every day for 5 years.
Yeah. You still do.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to check as soon as we're done with this stream.
I could, if you told me that my life depended on me telling you how many subscribers I had on whatever channel, I couldn't even.
Well, you know what's funny though? So, okay, here's the other thing though. I have no idea how many followers I have on Instagram, no idea how many people follow me on Twitter, and no idea how many subscribers my second channel has. So it's prioritizing in the same way that the 100,000 milestone was an important one for me because I chose that I wanted it to be an important one. It's also the platform where I care about those numbers more than other ones. Like, I have no idea what the other platforms are, but, other people put a ton of energy into that and couldn't care less about where their YouTube stuff is at. So,
okay, let's because we need to get to the mystery mic.
do.
Hot Dang Show says, I was an ex-animator for Disney from 1986 to 1989. That's cool. So that's, what is that? Snow White's like
Little
40s.
Mermaid?
Yeah. 89,
The
I
one,
think.
what was before
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid? I don't remember.
There was one before Little. I remember Little Mermaid being the first one.
That was like the start of the
Bambi?
Disney Renaissance. Bambi's old. Bambi's
it?
way old.
Sleeping Beauty.
But see, the cool thing about all those 2D animated things is the ones from the 80s and 90s and the ones from the 30s, like
Yeah, it's all in the same
visually, they all kind of match.
bucket. I know. Patrick says he has 80 videos in his watch later folder.
Just keep adding to it. It's
That's
like
funny.
homework.
I have 1,000 videos.
This is interesting. This should be a poll. Like, how many videos are in your watch
I like
later
short
thing?
charts, so that's another subject. DJ Mike. Wow, I remember coming here in the beginning when you guys were talking about your choice to not have kids. Dude, that was like episode 3.
That was. We ran out of like couples subjects.
Yeah,
so we're
episode
like,
4 or something. Now 2 away from 100. Congrats. Wow. Yeah, we were, because obviously it was like right after we got married, so we were focused on like.
it was us as a couple was what
Yeah.
we were, our main topics here. And
But
then
us
it was
as a
like,
couple is we're full-time content creators now.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
our like couple things haven't changed.
Episode sponsored by Coca-Cola. It would look. All right.
Look, I will be in a Coke Zero commercial.
The last
Possibly
thing
Diet
he is
Coke.
going to drink before he is going to be a Coke.
Before I die.
I don't want to say that.
Wait, before what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
I'm gonna be
say
like
it.
in the bed and just put the IV.
Last time I ran to get a Coke was a whole different. I had a whole different. Still recovering financially from my February Walt Disney
I
World
can't believe it's
trip.
already
Yeah.
February.
I know. I feel like you were just saying you were gonna go. Oh, definitely need to eat something, Tom. Don't pass out.
I meant to have a good snack before we started, and I just
Dude,
forgot.
I had lunch. Wonderland's
Bambi's in 1942.
Little
Older than
Mermaid.
Paul
Worked on
Duncan.
Little Mermaid as a map background.
Oh,
artist.
wow.
How cool! That's
way
awesome.
cool.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. So
we're caught up. Okay, so
we're shifting gears a little bit just for some funsies at the end of the show here. And we're going to talk about microphones because we've got a box right here. I've got this. You can open it. Don't open it yet. Let me show this box real quick. So, got a box from B&H Photo. And these are things that I'm borrowing because B&H is kind enough to let me be part of their loaner program.
yeah, loaner program.
Which means I'm not alone. They will just loan me equipment if I want it. And I can check it out for like a month at a time. I checked out the Blackmagic Ursa broadcast camera a while ago, and now I've got a microphone in this box. And it's super cool because there's no obligation to like make a video about it. It's not a sponsored thing. But I don't have to spend the money on the gear, and there's no weirdness of like, well, the brand is involved or whatever. So it's a great middle ground. Anyway, speaking of microphones, this has been if there's not a microphone in the frame, and this is what we use for the stream on Saturday, this is the Sennheiser MKH50. This microphone's been around for like 30 years. It's a $1,200 microphone. It's not an inexpensive one at all, but it has changed so much for me. It's an XLR condenser microphone. I'm trying to take it out of its little shock mount here. It's just this little guy here. It has been used in so many movies and TV shows as a boom mic because it's very, very directional despite how tiny it is. So if you've ever seen, I saw this so many times, I was like, why do they have like that tiny little microphone on the end of a big boom pole? It's probably this one. It sounds amazing. It rejects sound. It picks up sound. It's just so good. But I don't really hear a lot of talk about it in the YouTube space. So that's why I asked Sennheiser if I could check one out, and then I got it, and then they just said it was just keep it. I was like, okay. So it's supposed to be a loaner, and now it's a mine. But I love this microphone so much. However, in the YouTube space, the Sennheiser MKH416, which is a more traditional long shotgun microphone, is more popular amongst people's YouTube setups. The UPS guy drove by. And so I've never used it. And I feel like, based on the research I did, the 50 is a better choice for most people in these situations who are looking to invest in a really good shotgun mic. So I asked B&H, hey, can I borrow a 416 so I can test it and compare it to the 50, which Morty called this the nifty 50. And I was like, yes. It's a term from like cameras and stuff. Anyway, Morty also said, hey, we were talking about another really well-regarded microphone in like the industry and professionals and stuff. Do you want me to throw that in? I don't think you have it. And I was like, sure. But he didn't tell me what it is. So
okay, I have an idea.
This box has 2 microphones in it, and I only know what one of them is.
I'm going to plug one in, and you have to guess what it is. It's either the one you got or the one you don't know.
Okay, so what we'll have to do, though, is these are all condenser microphones, so I'm going to have to turn down my mic, and we'll have to just kind of rely on yours for now, because I'm going to unplug. I was running this through the FET head, but we don't need that anymore. So now I'm going to plug this in. And now this is our cable. You got a lot of practice for this last weekend.
Yes, I did. Dude, okay. First of all, during the mic review, I could not figure out how to plug in the cord into the SM7B. It was kind of funny to rewatch.
She goes to the back of it.
I was
you
like,
can see her
where
stop, and then,
is the thing?
So the thing with all of these is I don't know the levels. So you want to start low and then
do we have headphones?
Raise it up. Yes, I do have my headphones here.
Okay, why don't you plug in headphones?
Okay, done.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Cool. So, but I shouldn't see which ones. So, great. So I just got to close my eyes here. Well, I'll wait till you.
Why don't you just check on the comments?
Okay, I'll just check on the comments. You can open the box over there. I'll try to talk more into this mic. Oh no, Coffee says YouTubers are busy loving the Shure and Rode mics over Sennheiser, the 416 and 50. Yeah, I mean, they're just like prior to this, I was using the Video Mic NTG, which at $250 versus $1,200, there's really not a $950 difference in sound quality, but there is a massive difference in sound quality. What is it?
I can't decide which one to show you first.
Can you see what they both are?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So I should close them, but then you have to open them, right?
Yeah, because I have to plug it in.
Okay. Cool. So I just have to go over here then.
Which one? Here, how about you guys tell
How about
me
this? How about I'm going to go eat more almonds.
Okay.
Before I, pass out, and then you can do your thing.
Okay. Which one should I plug in first? The Sennheiser or the mystery mic? I'm just going to call it the mystery mic because I have no idea what it is. It's this one. Do we have a preference? Is anyone still here? Don't come in without telling me, Kay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try okay, impressive Tony. I'm gonna do mystery mic first. So this is what it is. You guys see that? Alright. I have no idea. Oh, connecting it to that. Okay, what we got? Ooh, see that? It's navy. Alright. Alright. Yeah, hold on. Wow, look at this. Like it comes in like this really cool wooden box thing. Can you see this? Look at this. Do you know what this is? Alright. Did you know it was gonna be this color, Morty? Look at that. Oh my gosh. What the heck? You definitely need Shame I'm not gonna say anything. He definitely needs to close his eyes when he comes in. Okay, how do I set this up? I plug it in. Okay, we could do this. We do this. Okay. Where does this go? Does this go you just pop this on? I don't want to break anything. Can I just hold this? Just handhold it for now. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna open the other one so I have it ready, okay? Don't what? No, obviously. Are you hearing me? Oh. Well, you don't know which one I'm gonna show first. Okay, here's this one. Look at this guy. Wow. It's like where they put the money in the movies. Look at that. All right. So we're going to have 2. And I think I'm just going to hold them for now just for the tester. Shoot. And then Tom will come in here and just... I don't want to show myself putting this on because it's very awkward. Okay, here. Okay, then this is a thingy. All right, I think this is... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to plug them. We're going to switch between them because I really don't think that you're going to be able to get this on the first try. So we'll just like keep unplugging and plugging. All right. There we go. How's this? All right. Boom, boom, boom. Ready? Yeah, I think so. But close your eyes, though. Actually, let me guide you.
I'm not trying to cheat.
No, I know.
I mean, I can just look down at the floor and squint a little bit to see where I'm going. Okay. Is there a chair here?
Yeah, you could look.
Okay, I see the chair. I'm gonna sit in the chair. Okay.
Okay.
So, should we start by just having me listen to the microphones?
Do you have the headphones?
Somewhere.
Oh, you could look at them.
Where? At the microphones?
The headset's on the book nook. You could look.
Okay.
I'm holding the mic, so yeah.
Okay. So now I have this. So let's just... I guess we should just go through the 3 microphones, and I'll just say which one I like the most.
The 3.
Wait, are there more than 3?
There's 2. Is there 3?
Well, there's mine.
Oh, the 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm guessing the first one's probably not mine.
No, I haven't plugged one in yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. There's mine. No. Just remember the volume.
Okay, don't open your eyes.
I'm not. Just tell me when to like test the mic here.
Okay, and then when I plug it in, you have to adjust the volume because I obviously don't have headphones on. So, are you ready?
Okay, I think so. Yeah. Just tell me when to
start
turning the volume up. I'm not gonna cheat.
Just don't cheat. Okay, don't plug it.
I'm not.
Wait, what the heck? Wait.
Oh, I heard crackling.
Okay, go.
Hello. Talking into... Okay, here we go. Okay, wow. Is the microphone close to me?
Yeah. Should it be further?
I don't... Well, I'm interested to see what they sound like further.
Okay, I'll hold it further.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so is this further now?
This is like on top of the stream deck.
Okay, so this is further. It sounds... I mean, it's picking up a lot of room noise. Can you bring it closer again? Bring it to me. Hello. Okay. Wow. Whatever this is, I like the way that this sounds a lot. It's very crisp. It's very clean. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. It has like no plosives. Pa. Wow. I don't know what this is, but it sounds really, really good. The air conditioner's on, and I can definitely hear that.
Okay.
So let's move to the next one then.
Don't open your eyes. Okay, so turn it down.
That's my favorite one so far.
Okay.
Wish I had my glasses.
See, that's why we gotta just have that on hand.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Here's microphone number 2. Okay, so I'm trying to remember the first one so I can remember how it sounded, how I liked it.
It's ready.
Okay, I'm bringing up the volume. Hello. Oh, wow. Hello. This also sounds great. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. No plosive. I don't know where the microphone is, but this one sounds really nice too. I don't know if I can. Can you put it back by the stream deck again? Hello. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, can you bring it back to me again? Hello. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. I think both of these two so far sound really, really good. In my headphones, I think I like this one a little more, but the other one sounded a little bit better from further away. So that's what I'll say. Okay, I'll turn the volume down.
Okay. Doc says just press mute, don't turn it down. But
I don't have a mute button on this thing.
Okay, then we're gonna go to number 3.
We're not using the Rodecaster.
Yeah, we're using the Focusrite. All right.
It must have a mute, but I don't know. Maybe I pushed the knob.
All right,
Bring it back up.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm having trouble.
Wow.
'Cause this is... Okay, here. Okay, go.
Okay, I'm bringing it up. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, this is also, I guess all of these I'm guessing are pretty high-end microphones, so none of them are going to sound bad. Hello. Wow. Okay, here's like sort of a sweet spot, I guess. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. That sounds good. Can you put it away, like by the Stream Deck? Hello, 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 hello. Oh, this sounds like it's a little, well, it sounds definitely hearing the air conditioner here, but I feel like this one with proper positioning might be better at picking
Bye,
up.
Morty. Morty's on the train.
Bye, Morty. Can you bring it back to me? Okay, hello, hello, hello. I mean, they all sound really, really good. They all sound really good. This one's really, like, crisp. I would be happy with any of these, but I think this is my least favorite sound so far.
Okay.
And that's what I will say.
Okay, so we can rotate back through them. Could you take a guess at what is what? Because now, unlike the mic one, the mic game that we played on your 100K live stream, you didn't have multiple choice.
I did not.
Today you've got 3 choices. You know exactly what they are. So can you?
Well, actually, I don't know what one of them is.
Oh, we'll just say the mystery mic.
Okay. This one sounds. I'm almost gonna think this is the 416. I'm gonna say this is the 416. Just because it's like a little more high gain and a little more crisp than what I'm used to with the 50.
Do you want me to tell you if you're right or wrong?
Sure.
You are right.
Oh! Oh, yes. That is
Don't
right.
open your eyes, though.
I'm not. I'm celebrating with my eyes closed. I will turn my volume down, though.
Okay, we're going to switch to another one.
Haha.
Okay. So do you want to go back to 1 or 2?
Let's keep them in the same order. So let's do the first one again.
Okay, we'll do the first one again.
These two felt like they sounded really similar. So, and I know one of them is mine, which is interesting. Where's the right? Here's the knob. Okay, can I turn it on?
Yep.
Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is a really good sounding microphone. Can I just hear the other one and then I'm gonna decide which is the mystery?
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
I currently feel like that wasn't my microphone.
And we're in.
Okay, we're in. We hacked. Hello, hello, hello. I feel like, hello. I am going to say this is my microphone, the 50. And the first one was the mystery mic.
Open your eyes.
Wait, what is this mine? Yes! Hello, hello.
Also,
what is this?
isn't that crazy? Look at this. Whoa.
What is this? Morty. I know you're not here,
this
but...
is the mystery mic.
What is this? This is the Sheps CMIT5U. It's a microphone. Wow.
Stupid.
Was it fun to unbox microphones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, you know why? Check this out. This is what I freaking opened it in. It was in this.
What?
Yeah, look at that. And then
Okay.
I freaking opened it and it was in here like this. And I was like, what? That's
Okay,
cool.
I'm going to switch to that one. I'm very happy I got all of these right. I'm like really impressed with myself.
You completely redeemed yourself. I should have given you multiple choice options.
I mean, yeah, okay. Let's try this guy. This is so light.
The Sennheiser came in this one, though.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
we're doing a deal.
They always come in like the rugged cases.
Yeah, link that. That was
Yeah.
cool.
I really like the way oh, it has a blue pop filter.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, this is okay. The thing
Yeah,
is,
look at the joy. The
yeah,
joy.
the points that have been won with this microphone right now. But it has, I need to learn more about it. I know nothing about it. And it's probably not meant to be used as a handheld microphone like this. But it has some switches on the side. We have high pass, low pass, and like ultra low pass. They're all off now. So this is the low pass filter
Morty
turned on.
says you're unbelievable.
Hello, hello, hello. This is the the low pass filter. I don't know if this is mids. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test, test. And these are the This is the high pass filter. If I turn all these on, now I can make it sound. Wow, you can really get like different sounds out of this microphone. It's really cool. It's really nice. I feel like this must be very expensive.
Really?
Yes. Let's look up the retail price on this. It's a really nice microphone. I don't need a new microphone, but this is a really nice microphone is the thing. SCHOEPS.
No, here. Seemit. That's what everyone's saying.
CMIT 5U.
The Seemit.
Oh my God. It's a $2,400 microphone.
What? I mean, it looks sexy as hell. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I get it. It's different. It hits very different.
Wait, let me see. I want to play.
Here, yeah. Wait, do you want to do the guessing game? Or do you just want to... Because you don't know. You're not familiar with that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, can you give me some more...
There we go.
Okay, let me see. Hello? Hello? I mean, I haven't... Like, I have nothing to compare it to.
But do you like the way that sounds?
I do like how it sounds.
It's really nice. And then look at this. There's these buttons on the side here.
Okay.
You can turn them on and off to like change settings.
Yeah, change settings.
It's so light, that microphone. And the blue windscreen. Are you kidding me?
No, it looks really cool. There's a schmuckus on here.
There's a schmuckus. But I was actually surprised because in my ears, obviously, like I need to do actual testing. I felt like these two sounded really similar. The MKH50.
It sounds way better on your voice.
Hello, hello. Oh, see? This is the importance of finding the right microphone for a voice then. It's a very different thing.
That sounds... How come mine doesn't sound like that?
I don't know. We could... Wow. I can't hear. I don't have the headphones. I don't know. Let's try switching them out so you can hear the different ones.
You need to hear it. Like,
hear the difference?
Yeah.
Oops. All right. So this is my voice here. And now, Miss Ramirez, can you tell me some stuff?
Hi, I'm going to tell you some stuff. Yeah, it sounds weird, right? It's not as good. And then go back to your voice.
Wait. I'm going to turn on some filters here. Keep talking?
Okay, I'm going to keep talking about the Stream Deck. We're going to read some comments. And the CMIT is unreal. I like that sound, says Kevin Cox.
So I turned on this, which I think is the low pass filter. And I think your voice sounds a little bit better on it. But it is weird, though.
Says that this is
hello.
legendary.
I've never heard of this microphone. I don't know anything about it. The most premium mic brand I'm aware of is like Neumann, which I don't have any of. Hot Dang Show says $18.49 at B&H right now. Well, that sounds like a good deal, because the one I showed, Vintage King something is $2,400. It sounds. I like this a
It sounds
lot.
awesome on your voice,
and it's so incredibly lightweight. But let's let you try some other ones, just to hear how they sound. So do you want to get another frame? Here, I'm going to push this button because I think your voice sounded a little bit better with this.
Hello, HR, because you have the voice of an angel. Oh, I like how that sounds better.
Yeah. And
okay.
So, okay, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this down. And then we will switch.
How does this sound? Oh, this sounds good.
This one will take very...
You know?
Okay, let's try this. Actually, let's try mine.
Do you know how hard it was to put that thing on?
Okay, let's try this one.
Okay, so... Oh, hello. This is weird, though, because this is the mic that we used on your live stream, right? And it was like 3 feet away from us.
Yeah, well, that's why these aren't meant to be used this way.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like...
They're supposed to be
hello,
like
shotgun mic.
But...
I mean, whoa, that was weird.
Sorry. Yeah. This has a very specific pickup pattern. It's very like...
I thought you would apart it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Morty. I cannot wait to play with this thing more.
It's wonderful and made for boom operators.
I need to like do some outdoor tests with it.
Okay, well, wait.
So you like the way this sounds?
I really like how this sounds, yes.
I feel like these two didn't sound that different, which is cool.
Sorry.
Can you burp into this microphone? Let's move up to the 416.
No, we're turning it up.
Sorry.
Oh, dead.
Sorry, everybody.
God, I felt that in my nose.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let me see the 416 now. I haven't. Oi. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty microphone. Wow. Okay, so let's bring this up here. There you go.
Okay. My ears are killed.
I'm so sorry.
Like, literally.
I'm really sorry.
This doesn't sound like anything. It's quiet. Hello, 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 hello. Still a little quiet. Okay, right there. How does that sound?
Maybe I just blew out your eardrums.
I know. I'm deaf now.
I'm so sorry.
Kevin says, this one sounds better to my ears with HR's voice, but I think you were talking about that one.
The 50.
Yeah. Jose is asking, do you work with Spanish-speaking streamers? I am a small church pastor and have a channel that is stuck at 289 subscribers.
Oh, no.
Well,
here's the
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was tough.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Especially our I'm gonna just need to like edit that out of the podcast, the audio version. I felt like this one was very crisp compared to the other ones. It has a very.
I'm so bad at this. I have no idea.
It's just what you like and don't like. There's no right or wrong. These are all like really high end microphones, so it's not like one's a dud.
Yeah.
I don't have the NW800 up in here.
It still hurt. It's like going down.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, here.
That was.
You can play now.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun though.
I didn't mean to do that. Let me hear the 416. Okay, so the 416, it sounds really good. It's really crisp.
The 416 has H high boost, so it works better in the dead cat. I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't have the dead cat, but I have this.
Also, Jose, I don't know what you mean. I mean, you are welcome to watch our YouTube channels, which have a lot of information to help you with your channel.
And now I'm back on the 416.
But we don't do like one-on-one stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I was thinking about opening consultations, but I don't know. It's going to be a busy next couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we also have a community, Just Create More.
That's true.
You can tell them about that.
You can go to justcreatemore.com. It's for committed YouTube creators.
Yes.
Committed and dedicated YouTube creators. Oh, this sounds great. This is a great sounding microphone. Oops. And now I just want to finish the stream on this one because I can. So now
that one is like
now we're back on this guy here.
Mic.
Yeah, this is like a different species, but oh man, it's so cool. So now we can wrap.
It's like so cute.
Did this come with? Oh yeah, it's blue. And it's not just blue, but it's like different tones, like monochromatic. It's so cool. Yo, Sheps, if you could Shep one over here, that would be terrific. I know we talked about brands and stuff, but this is cool. Anyway, that was fun. I'm very sorry. I don't know. I went to mute the thing and I just cranked it off.
Dude, my ears are ringing.
Still?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
It hurts.
Oh.
I know you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, really I would be an insane person to do that on purpose. All right. Well, thank you for being here. Hope that was fun. Hope that was interesting.
We have we have a milestone coming up.
We do in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we got episode 100.
Episode 100. I really freaking like this microphone. We should think about it and come up with something very fun.
Maybe Party Planner can come up with some games.
We should come up with something very cool to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. But, I mean, we'll be here next week to talk about, I don't know. If you have any suggestions on what we could talk about on a future episode of the Couples Table podcast, hit us up. Let us know.
Yes. So with that being said, it's time to clear the table. I'm just enjoying talking into this microphone because it sounds really, really good. Let me hear it on your voice.
Hi, this is the blue mic on my voice. God, what are you doing?
You're like... I'm trying to like position it correctly. It's hard to go there. But anyway, thank you for being here. We hope you have a safe, happy, healthy, fun rest of your week. And
we will catch you next week, next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.